They're fickle.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host with the most, Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to the Artist Dreams for another edition of Pitts and Sarah's Wrestling Show, where we take no nights off. And it's not just me, Patty P, here in the Artist Dreams. I'm joined, as always, by the best of the West. You can't forget about Sarah Marshall. What's poppin', girl?
Hey, yo.
Hello.
What's going on? How we doing?
I'm still not used to working Monday through Friday, so I'm like usually excited to be like, Thursday's my Friday, but no, Friday's my Friday.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Well, I've been having to do this because I had meetings scheduled on Friday, and so it was like better for me to work on Friday rather than just show up for the meeting and then not. But then it's been like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Oh, well, it was that, and then also because of free agency, I had to work Monday through Friday because obviously the legal tampering period opened on Monday.
Obviously, yeah, that's why we didn't record.
Yeah, so it's just been crazy. So I'm like, do I want to go back to the Sunday through Thursday? But then the idea of only having Saturday off makes me sad. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
I don't know yet.
My Saturdays and my Fridays.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I have grown to love it.
Yeah.
Because you have the Sunday, Monday off, and just having Monday off when everyone has to go back to work, you feel that you're ahead even though you're behind. Like you can rest, like you can get kind of set back on track.
Yeah.
'Cause you can slowly ease into the week. You can ease into the week on your time. Where
I always feel like left out when I work Sunday to Thursday because everyone has Sunday off, but I'm working. So I'm always like, but I also I enjoy being able to get ahead at work. So that's why I like working Sunday. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see how Saturday goes because otherwise I'm like, I might just keep working this. I don't know.
Well, you got we'll see. Because training camp is coming up, all of that, right?
Yeah.
Not training camp. It's the rookie. Well, no,
it's
the draft.
Mini
you got the
camp.
draft.
It's like mini camp and then the draft. Yeah.
Okay, and the draft is going to be very chaotic.
Yeah.
In the Patriots world because they need to get rid of that pick and do something with it.
We'll see. Because I don't know. Man. I don't know. I'm not like in love with them getting rid of their first rounder, but it depends on it.
Well, is there anyone there though, like that is worth it?
I mean, I would only say like maybe an edge, but it's a deep class, so it also I don't know. I think it depends on who they're trading the first round pick for. I don't love trading it for AJ Brown. But I don't know, because I kind of like the idea of George Pickens a little bit better, just because he's younger and whatever.
Can we really get George Pickens?
He was franchise tagged, and unless they reach an extension, that he's already said that he will not go to the facility until an extension is signed. So if they can't do it, they'll try to trade him, I would assume, instead of letting him walk next year for free.
See, that's someone that doesn't even come across my radar in George Pickens, but he should because of the season he had last year. He was a monster.
And that was with CD Lamb. I mean, he missed some games, I think, like but still, like that was crazy. So, and we didn't hear anything about bad attitude or whatever the issues that he allegedly had with the Steelers. So, and he would be the clear-cut number one guy in New England, which would also 100%. Presumably put any issues to rest, Oh,
absolutely.
So, I don't know, just something to keep on the radar. And I also just don't like trading for AJ Brown and then not having him on the team till June. Like, I don't love that either. I mean, I love the result of getting AJ Brown on the team, but I don't like them waiting until June to get him mixed in with the offense. I don't know.
There's a lot of I don't know. Yeah. Because the AJ Brown, I mean, like, I'm already in the Philly trenches with KB, and
yeah.
So hearing that side of it, he's on they're not going to trade him. There's no reason to trade him because of the money thing.
There is reason. After June 1st, they have reason to trade him.
See, that's when you brought that to my attention, a whole new world opened up.
It's like
it's
like 40 million or something if they trade him
it's
before,
significant.
And then like 16 million after. Like they have plenty of reason to trade him. But
yeah, and it's not working. He wanted to be drafted by the Patriots initially before Tennessee. And then you now have him potentially reuniting with Mike Vrabel, the only coach he loved working under.
Number 11 is open.
Number 11 is open.
The Dobbs was released, so
Tommy DeVito now. We got.
Yeah, he's QB2.
It's fine
for now. Yeah.
Hit up my North End restaurants, man. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. We're not there. All right, that's football news. We gotta talk wrestling, Sarah. Though we actually, here's the thing. We were here yesterday talking Raw Rewind.
Yes.
All right. So if you missed that, go check out that, and I'll be posting clips, whatnot, on my social media because thanks to the artist streams, they have some great features.
I need to get you on the TikTok too. I need to figure that out.
Yeah, because I'm changing my TikTok completely.
Yes.
I'm going faceless, but not in the troll way. In the nonsense way, because I have my game clips that are really cool and I want to post them. I want to post them and show the world what the Nonsense Sports Network is. And we have some great characters. All right. Sarah, have you ever played a war game with Sabrina Carpenter?
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what you can do in the nonsense world. All right.
All right.
Lizzie McGuire once said, hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams are made.
What do you know about Lizzie McGuire?
I know a little. I watched a little bit of Lizzie McGuire. I'm a chameleon, man. I watched everything as a kid. The girly shows, the dude shows.
They had Lizzie McGuire on at the emergency vet when I went once, like in the last 6 months or whatever, last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting there watching it. And I was like, why did I used to watch this? It's so cringy. But I was like, I love it. I love it. I wanted to be Hillary Duff.
She's aging like fine wine.
Well, you know,
like
aesthetic, cosmetic help also. But it's okay, you know.
Well, when you have money, flaunt it and use it.
Yeah.
Flaunt it and use it. All right. I just sent out a tweet with the show so more people can hang out. But let's see who's here in the chat already hanging out with us, hearing from the peeps. Nathaniel, how'd you guys feel if Brock wins at WrestleMania and Oba beats him at SummerSlam?
Nah.
I don't think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pal. I don't like that.
I think that I don't like it just because I think that does more harm than good to Oba. But also Brock already said, because he's been doing press, which is so weird. He said that he's just back right now for a short time. So that feels like he doesn't care what he's doing as long as he's getting paid. Like they're not going to make him look to, out to be a fool, obviously. Yeah. But I don't think he's not like eyeing a championship run. He's not trying to do anything to like elevate himself to some new level. I don't know. So I think that he's totally fine with losing to Oba. I mean, it's a guy that I think that he probably respects. So it's not like they're forcing him to put over some dude that he's like, I don't want to do this, like it's not a random nobody.
Brock Lesnar has done one of the best 180s I've seen in wrestling over the past 5 years, where everyone thought he was on the Vince side after he, walked out after his retirement and all that and everything that happened, really in some hot water. And now he comes back into this new era, and minus the Cena nonsense, which I don't think was really Brock's decision at the end of the day. He's been fantastic. So I really do. Yeah, Sarah's going to take away, and I'll talk about Brock Lesnar. I believe that the Brock Lesnar we're seeing right now is the best version because we're seeing a personality from him, and he's also just helping the talent. You know, the little comment he made when he was on the mat to Obafemi that put your foot on my chest. It's little things like that where you can see he is actually trying to help, grow instead of just, oh, it's me and that's not going to work for me, brother. He's not doing any of that shit with that. It's really good to see this version. And I don't believe we're going to see Brock over at SummerSlam. I think we're going to see Brock Gunther at SummerSlam.
That's what I hope.
That's the only. Cause I actually was listening to this. CVV had Sam Roberts on this week. I have to listen to the rest of it. I listened to like maybe 15, 20 minutes of it. And one thing they were talking about was the character of Gunther. That he is so entrenched in his character, you can't differentiate what is kayfabe and what is real life. That's the best. We like that here in No Nights Off in the other streams. All right. And because of that, everyone views him as the career killer. Like when you face Gunther, it's your last match. You're getting retired by him. Everyone that he's gone against so far has made the most sense for that. Goldberg, obviously. John Cena, obviously. AJ Styles, obviously, but wish it wasn't so soon that the AJ Styles. After that, there's really no one on the main roster for him to continue this career killer gimmick with, other than Brock Lesnar. And they need to do that in Brock's hometown for obvious reasons, and then step away from it. So I have a feeling we're going to see Brock Gunther at SummerSlam in Minneapolis.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. I got a notification that my microphone came unplugged, and I'm like, how did that happen? So I'm like trying to figure it out.
It may have been like when it is in and then goes out and back in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just was like trying to make sure because I was like, wait, what happened? Okay.
And also Nathaniel asked why you cut off your hair.
Oh yeah, he said something. I posted a photo, a selfie, and he was like, Sarah, you're bald. So yeah. Where did it go?
Where did it go?
It's still here, fortunately.
What's up, Aaron? Happy Thursday to you as well. I'm doing all right. We're doing all right. Good to see you as well. And yes, I just answered that question for Nathaniel. So, yeah. How do you feel about the new tag team champions?
Who? Oh, who on SmackDown? Is SmackDown? No, who's the new tag team champions? NXT?
Is it SmackDown? No, it's SmackDown. It's SmackDown. It's Damian Priest and
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, I don't love what they're doing in the tag team division on SmackDown. It's such a shift. Like they were like such a hot part of the roster on SmackDown for a while.
Oh yeah.
I think that it's fine. I mean, if they have R-Truth and Damian Priest on TV every single week, so to me, it's like another one of those instances where like I don't necessarily love it, but if they're going to be on TV and the titles will be featured, then I can't complain because they didn't have the Wyatt Six on TV every week, and they definitely weren't showcasing the tag team titles when they had them on the MFTs either. So it was like, if they can be on TV, they can be on TV, and I'm just kind of hoping that this means that maybe the MFTs are going to see a shift because I really want to see what Tama Tonga can do on his own.
Already calling out Solo Sikoa for being another Roman.
I know.
And he's getting that earful from Nakamura.
I love it.
There's talks of this wrestler named Evil.
I know. I saw
from New Japan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's something that could potentially sway Tama Tonga away from the MFTs and go into more his own route.
Mm-hmm.
So
it'll be interesting.
SmackDown's definitely interesting to see. I my thoughts on Priest and Truth as the new tag team champions. I'm a fan of it because sometimes with the tag division, it's not about the matches that they have or if they defend it every week. They need to be highlighted. Sometimes it is in the ring with classic matches. Sometimes it's in backstage segments and a little bit of character work here and there. And that's what you're going to get with Truth and Priest right now. It already was reported like months ago that they are not trying to, overwork. There we go. They're not trying to overwork Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's because they have bigger plans from him to be in a title picture come SummerSlam and whatnot.
It's not going to happen on SmackDown.
It could though.
I don't see why would he go against. I mean, I guess if he's a babyface, he could go against Randy. I guess
because that's exactly because now you're gonna have Randy at WrestleMania.
Although
that's a topic.
I still want to see a double turn at Mania though.
Between you could like that's the thing. There's so many avenues you can go down with them as the tag team champs that there needs to be a fun. I don't want to see comedic in this regard, but more of a fun element to a division.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you see Remy trying to get my attention?
Yeah, Remy's just like, hey.
She like will throw herself around like on the floor just to get my attention. She's like, hey, look, I want you to rub me.
Well, Remy, relax. All right.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking wrestling, I don't want to talk.
She's definitely not.
All right. I'm going to make this a banner because, Sarah, I just had a thought come into mind.
All right.
You're getting quizzed during the 3 count.
Oh, jeez Louise. All right.
I'll even give you a little head start because I'm making the banner now. We did this last night on the house show, and I want to test it to you. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. All Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, we don't have that. I got to re-download that transition. I was actually just looking for it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to say it. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. It is time for our lemons and rosebuds of the week in the world of wrestling. Lemons are our least favorite thing that we saw, and our rosebuds are our favorite things that we saw in the wrestling world. Sarah, I'm a gentleman and a scholar. How about you tell me your favorite thing you saw in wrestling this week?
I feel like my rosebud and my lemon kind of go together. So
okay.
My rosebud would be I saw LA Knight did an interview, like a podcast or something recently, and he was talking about how the conversation that like went viral between him and Triple H or whatever on WWE Unreal, that he did not know that he was being filmed at that time, and that
he LA Knight, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that was the conversation where Triple H says that like he missed his spot or like he didn't take advantage of the chance, blah 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 blah, and people were like, "Oh, geez, Louise," and obviously like not a conversation that any wrestler would really want filmed and then like broadcast to an audience, because it's not like it wasn't like a pat you on the back type of moment, and so he was just saying that he's not particularly fond of WWE Unreal, and after that incident he doesn't even stop in Gorilla anymore because he doesn't know when he's being filmed or what's being filmed, and he doesn't want to be a part of it. And the reason why this is my rosebud is because this just makes me and like my old school feelings on this whole idea of WWE Unreal feel validated, because when we first heard about the show coming to Netflix and people were like, "Oh, we get a look behind the curtain," and so excited about it, and I was like, I don't really love this. Like, I feel like this kind of is giving us too much access. Like, it's blurring the lines between what's real and what's not. And then you see wrestlers being used basically as pawns. And you know, and it's still, these are still people at the end of the day, you know, like that conversation that LA Knight is talking about was a real conversation that wasn't scripted. That wasn't something that they specifically did because, oh, we want this to be a good moment for Unreal, you know, the way that they did with other things. Like people assumed the Seth Rollins fake injury angle was all for WWE Unreal. And so I don't know, I think we've kind of lost sight of that, and unfortunately it doesn't look like the show is going anywhere because it was just nominated for 3 Emmys. So
it's not going anywhere. It's controversial. This is my hot take. WWE Unreal is going to be something that is so beneficial to the wrestling industry, but we're not going to be singing its praises for the next, until like 5 years. I
don't want to keep seeing this happen though, because a lot of wrestlers have already come out and talked about how they don't like it. So that's the thing, is like the people that are actively having to be a part of it are already saying like they don't like it. And so that's just television, like concerning, you know? And then because my lemon is connected, can I just go into that?
Sarah, you have the floor.
Okay. So my lemon, as I said, is connected because there were news stories that came out this week, and he confirmed it, that Tama Tonga, who has been very active on TikTok recently, he goes live often, and then he posts videos to his account, of course. And he had posted a video to his TikTok that was like a video of the MFTs rehearsing before a SmackDown.
It was everyone rehearsing.
Yes. And we found out that he was fined, and he was fined like, I don't know, what did they say? 5 digits, 6 digits. It was a half. Yeah. He confirmed it on TikTok live earlier this week that it did happen. And he's like, you know, I made a mistake, whatever. But this is the part that like just is so stupid by WWE, because he didn't post anything that we wouldn't have seen on WWE Unreal. He didn't post anything that was like confidential information. There wasn't anything that like we haven't seen before that WWE doesn't post themselves. You know, like there was nothing there that we wouldn't be privy to and under different circumstances. So I just don't really understand this whole idea of like, oh, we have so much more access behind the curtain, and like, look, like you get to see how everything is done, and we want the fans to have this knowledge that they've never had before. And then a wrestler participates in it, and then you're like, no, not like that. And it's like, wait, what? Like, you need to have consistency across the board. Because, I mean, even when Tala Tonga was wearing the meta glasses for their entrance, like they let him post that. Why is that okay? Or why is it when you're doing an entrance, you allow the camera to go back in Gorilla and you see the people sitting there? We used to never see that. We used to not know about Gorilla, you know, like you didn't watch them walk to the entrance ramp. They post videos of Triple H figuring out how someone's entrance should look like. What is the difference? So I just think
the thing is, it's about, unfortunately, it's the unwritten rules that you can't break.
I just think it's confusing.
It is, but you
for them and for us, you know, like I think that's the thing, is like I think it's fair for us to assume that Tama did not do this to do, you know, to break the rules or something. I think it was just an innocent thing where he was like, hey, this is cool, like let's post this, like this is something cool that the fans could see. And then WWE is like, nah, no, you can't do that. We're going to fine you an egregious amount of money. And it's like, but it is confusing. It's confusing for the consumer, and it's confusing for the talent, because they don't know what's okay, what's not okay. Like people post videos behind the scenes at shows all the time. They're posting TikToks, they're posting vlogs. Like, so what's okay, what's not okay? You know, I think that they need to have some more clarity.
Grounds of rehearsal.
I guess, but they post videos of rehearsal.
They do, but they're isolated. Like, well, it's staged.
But do you see what I'm saying, staged. Though? Like,
I do.
They're literally showing videos of Triple H coming up with like, oh, this is how the light should be in the pyro and this and that. And then because Tama posted a video of them doing it, it was like, oh, yeah, no, that's against the rules. It's like, wait, what?
I want to see Penta come out.
Yeah.
All right. And I want to see the sparkles go all around.
I need all of the pyro budget to go to Penta.
Can we, speaking of pyro,
That was sick.
On the top, he's getting incredible pyro, but going to the Elite Wrestling Company in pyro. I turned on AEW last night, and the start of the show is Kenny Omega versus Swerve Strickland. Kenny Omega comes out. That motherfucker had more pyro than Cody Rhodes. I swear to God.
Well,
he had the fire that comes out like a regular, food coming out, and then Cody type pyro as it's going on. It was just, I was like, what? Only Kenny Omega can get away with this.
They have the money now because Cody's not there. So
well, they do. And if you're going to spend your pyro budget for one person, it better be fucking Kenny Omega.
Well, there you go.
Go. He's going to Dynasty. I'm excited. But unfortunately, Sarah, that's actually not my rose. Oh. Why did I have your rosebud there? Did you hit that?
I just put it up for you.
Cool. Okay, thank you. So my rosebud of the week is not it's not something that anyone else but me is excited about. And that's the fact that we saw Josh Briggs back on NXT television. Okay.
I know, you know what? He should be your PC for cards or something.
Honestly, yeah.
Super cheap. And there's the guy that I watch and like buy into his card breaks. There's like one dude who buys Briggs. It's like one dude.
There's something
like
there that
every night.
He has it and no one is seeing it. He is just this big monster. He reminds me a lot of like Dijak.
I don't think he's gonna do anything on the main roster though, for being honest.
Well, because he's not he's a hard, he would be better off. This is crazy. He would do well in AEW.
He was the one that was like in the Cowboy faction, right? Like
with Fallon Henley and Brooks Jensen.
Yeah.
That's where I fell in love with Fallon Henley for the first time. When she was tending bar with those vignettes, and then Kiana James was trying to buy the bar, and then she was flirting with Brooks to get into this inner circle. They start dating. Fallon Henley and Kiana James become the women's tag team champions, or NXT women's tag team champions. They don't even have those anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of them.
So, the glory days. Glory days. But yeah, that's my rosebud, like real rosebud. Is that got me hyped to see him, and he's gonna be a special ref next week for the Keanu Carter match and the Jasper Troy.
Also, did you see Dean Malenko's daughter signed with WWE?
I put her in the main. She's gonna be.
I did see. And I, you know what? I think they should continue in the Birthright.
Ooh, I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say a different group.
The Birthright could be so good. The only thing that's stupid about the Birthright is that like none of them have the name of their of their parents.
Oh yeah, it's not like I mean, I guess Charlie Dempsey is Charlie Regal.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I guess if they're like, but this is the thing that it doesn't work in that way. You know, it's like, it works because it's like, oh, they want to be different people, so it's like, oh, I'm different than my dad or my mom or whatever. But then at the same time, they're like, we're the Birthright. We were born in this business, and it's like, so you're taking advantage of the fact of who your parents are, but then you don't have their name.
Nepos.
So it's weird.
Nepos.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I mean, I don't know how far along Malenko's daughter is in training or anything, but like, I just feel like that could be such a good faction because there are so many people that could be in it, and it is like one of those things that's so easy to make them be a group of like, we're better than you, like this business is in our blood, like we're already legends because look at our parents, you know, like they could just be
look at our legacy.
Annoying group.
I would love that.
And Ariana Grace is the only girl in the Birthright right now, so
she is. I was actually going to say that she should join the Ren QCC.
Oh.
Her, Kendall Gray, and
Kendall's probably gonna like outgrow that because everyone's like obsessed with her right now.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Kendall Gray is the future of women's wrestling.
It's funny how like I see it just because I'm seeing online, but then I also see it with like people buying cards, and it's like Kendall Gray sells out. Like people are buying her so quickly now because it's like they want to buy stock early, you know, before she starts blowing up, and then she's really expensive.
Yeah, she is going to She's going to do very well. And it's not just the in-ring stuff, but it's the character stuff too.
And that's
just
really
little
exciting
things.
for, like, when you look at the landscape of NXT right now, it feels like they're kind of, I mean, I don't even know if you could say it feels like, I think it is like, it is that they're kind of lacking star power right now, because so many, like all of their biggest names over the past like 5 years are on the main roster, or they're not in the company anymore. And so they are in that transitional phase where they're having to try and figure out, okay, who are the next people to be in the position of an Obafemi, of a Trick Williams, of a whoever. And for the women, it feels like it's like Sol Ruka and then like everybody else. That's like what it's felt like. But we're getting to a point where that's not true, because it's like there's Zarya, there's Kendall Gray, there's Ariana Grace, there's Kalani Jordan, like there's all of these other girls, and then the guys are getting there too. But it's like a little bit more exciting to like think about what this could mean for the future of the main roster.
The women's division in NXT runs the show. They run the Tuesday nights. The men's is great, whatnot, but no, every week like more and more women are featured, and they don't feel like fillers or extras just to fill time. They actually feel like they feel like they are doing something meaningful on the show.
Yeah.
So I love seeing that. I would like to see more of Josh Briggs too. Let's do it. And then my lemon is just short and sweet to the point. My CM Punk friendship bracelet broke last night.
Oh,
as I was sleeping. So that sucked. It was so I woke up, and then I didn't realize it, until halfway through my workday. And I came home and all the beads were everywhere, and I just was having flashbacks to their Hell in a Cell match. I was just having flashbacks to their Hell in a Cell match, and Drew McIntyre is back going like begin the steps. Oh, it was terrible.
Do they still sell it? Like, could you get another one?
I probably could. I would much rather have my niece, or if my nephew's into the arts too, make me a bracelet like that. The bracelet served its purpose.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I would do it again. I still have these too. I like wearing like the bands and stuff.
I got my crystal ones.
Oh, like those.
Yeah.
And my other lemon is that I can't go to Limitless tomorrow night. I'm repping Limitless right now. They have their show, the Bristol Brothers show tomorrow night. I'm sad I'm gonna miss it because Dijak is facing Cruel. That's right up my alley. And Anthony Green, best thing in wrestling, with Channing Thomas. They are fighting MSP, the Main Street Posse, who are teaming together for the first time in 2 years. And they're like an OG tag team in Limitless. Like when I went to Limitless for the first time with my friend who was going consistently, he was hyped when they came out. It was telling me, watch these guys. These guys rule. So it's cool to see them tag again. Unfortunately, I'll have to watch it from the comfort of my chair over there, my heating pad on, get my cup of tea. Jesus Christ, I'm turning into a 70-year-old man.
You're almost 30, so.
That's 30. I literally hit 30, and I feel like the world is ending.
You're not 30 yet, though, I thought.
I'm not in a couple months.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Birthdays?
No, it feels like that's like what happens, though. It's almost like the universe knows. It's like, oh, you're 30? Okay, you're going to start feeling some stuff you've never felt before.
Yeah. This back pain is right up there. I don't think I've ever felt this type of pain.
Yeah.
In the back, ever. So.
Yeah.
Gonna get that fixed. And hopefully make 30 a great year. I friggin' hope so. On that note, we have a comment here. Are you and Sarah the same age? We are not.
No.
We are not. Sarah's 10
older.
years younger.
Yeah. Yes. I'm 19 going on 20.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, Sarah's the older one. One of the bunch.
Yes.
So, yeah. And what do we got? All right, so let's take a trip around the Wrestleverse. We're just going to go down the line. A little mix of AEW and WWE here this week, wrapping up with the 3 count per usual. Starting off with this, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I got asked this yesterday when I was out. Do I believe that Randy Orton should win at WrestleMania? And I'm all in on the Viper getting 15 at Mania. There's no reason for Cody to beat Randy, in my opinion. I would much rather see Randy Orton win at Mania and go on a little bit of his own type of 09 tear. You know, I mentioned before guys like Damian Priest, Matt Cardona, get them fight Aleister Black even.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what Randy is, you can still have feud with Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
You get those guys fighting for the WWE Championship. And I want to see that. Cody going against those guys, I'm just watching WWE. It's just generic to me. You know, there's no feeling there. It just feels like I'm watching generic WWE wrestling. With Randy, this feels like there is something deeper with those opponents as WWE champion. And there's just no need. I want to see 15.
It's been 4 years or 5 years or something since he won his last WWE title. Like, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Cody is now a 3-time champion. So, like, you know, the whole thing was him getting that first one, and he got it. And so, like, everything now is just the cherry on top, you know? Like, the fact that he was WWE champion once was his main goal, and he's built upon that. And I think this just makes sense, you know? Like, I think that when we talk about who's champion, who's in the running to be a champion, whatever, people always talk about the same people are always a champion. And it's like, Randy, exactly. You could argue Randy 15 years ago, but Randy hasn't been champion in so long that it's like, yeah, now is the time. Because I think the build up to Mania is going to be really interesting to see, or maybe to even predict how their match will go. Because right now, Randy is not viewed as the bad guy. His music hits and they're still singing.
They're singing. Yep.
They're chanting like one more time. You know, like, they are not booing him in the way that they probably wanted him to be booed. And so I think that if that continues, they're going to have a really hard time like keeping the title on Cody, because I think fans will turn on him. That's why I'm saying I feel the best thing to do is like a double turn. Like, because this is my thought process. I understand why people are saying they're not going to turn Cody heel, or they're never going to turn Cody heel, because we all felt the same way with Cena, because it was like, okay, well, yeah, it's never going to happen because there's so much money behind Cena and the fans love him. He's like universally loved. Like, they're not going to do it. Mm-hmm. But we all said there were opportunities for them to have done it. They just never did. And it feels like we're getting to that point where if they don't do it, like at Mania this year with Cody, they're never going to do it. Or it's going to be one of those situations where this is going to feel like the moment to do it, and then they don't, and they eventually do it, but it was the wrong time. Like, it doesn't feel the same had it happened 6 months before. And so I think that they could easily do it this time. Like, you know, I think that if they want to solidify Randy as the bad guy, bring the punt back. That's easy. Like, people hate the punt.
I need the punt.
So bring that back, you know?
To punt Cody Rhodes
at
WrestleMania. He's got the blood.
I know.
You just want to kick.
I think a way to get like a double turn, because I think that if Randy wins, they're not going to boo. So
no, they're not going to boo. We know wrestling fans in this climate. They're not going to boo.
Yeah, they'll boo, I think, if Cody does. Oh, and so that's why I feel
that's when they'll boo.
Yeah, I think if Cody loses, why not have Cody punt?
And then just walk out.
Yeah.
Like, that's the lasting image of WrestleMania, is Randy is up with the championship and Cody's celebrating with him, and he just says,
drops
fuck
him.
it.
It gets a crossroads.
Well,
and then punt.
There's got to be 2 kicks involved. You got to have the first kick below the belt. Because, I mean, Cody, how many friggin' people are kicking Cody Rhodes in the balls?
Yeah.
So he needs to get revenge there. Kick him in the balls a little. Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's leaving the ring. But he sees that corner. And then gets in, does that. Into the punt.
Mm-hmm.
Last image is Cody Rhodes walking out of WrestleMania, leaving Randy Orton. That is cinema.
That feels like the best way to go about turning him and making it convincing, because he's going to be pissed off that he lost the title to, his mentor, who's an old man, blah, blah, blah. Like, this was my chance to get my title back. And, my first opportunity to defend it, you take it away from me. Like, it feels like that's easy. And the punt is like, to me, it's like low hanging fruit. Like, it's the easiest thing for them to have him do, and people will boo the shit out of him.
Yes.
And that to me is also like such another iconic WrestleMania moment for Cody Rhodes. Very similar to
absolutely is.
39 losing to Roman, 40 winning against Roman, and then you could have him at 42 bringing the punt back to punch Randy Orton. Like, I wouldn't be mad about seeing him versus Randy until SummerSlam.
Exactly. There's no why. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, that's going to make Cody even more interesting. Like, people will boo him, but people are getting tired of his current character. So why not give him a little bit of spice and have him do that? Very similar to like what Kevin Owens did, or Kevin brought the pile driver back and bring the punt back.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. That's my vision.
That's
our vision.
That's our vision.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I have a vision of you becoming an AEW fan at some point in 2026. Okay. And I think a great start would be AEW Dynasty.
Okay.
And before you say, well, I'm not paying $40, hey, you all right? I have an email and a password.
When is it?
Ooh, it's soon.
Oh, okay.
Let me get the actual date on that.
Okay.
Date. It is April 12th. Sunday, April 12th.
Okay.
So also a Sunday. Huge.
Is that Easter?
No, that Easter is next week.
Oh, okay.
Week after.
Got it.
So, yeah, I envision you becoming somewhat of an AEW fan at the end of 2026. One, because of MJF. His title run has been phenomenal right now. It's so different from the first one, and in my opinion, it's been better because he's taking it on a tour and defending it. He's being a heel. He's being a heel champion. But he's also being a fighting champion as well. It's giving JBL in the early 2000s with that title run, except he doesn't have a cabinet of people helping him. He has his own brains to help him. That's a difference there. And I'm really enjoying that title run. On top of that, it's not just random dudes he's fighting. He's having banger matches with guys like Brody King. He is going to be defending against Kenny Omega at AEW Dynasty. Hangman Page in the Texas Death Match. That was an iconic match. We're going to see at some point Swerve versus MJF. And then, in my opinion, who I think is going to eventually dethrone him is Will Ospreay at AEW All In. And that's going to be a banger of a match too. So he alone is giving credibility to AEW with his championship run. And obviously the stars that are fighting for it. And then you have the tag division with the Young Bucks, Edge and Christian FTR. That's really good. They're going to put on a banger match. That's been great. Also the women's division too. Remember when we talked about on this show that the AEW women's division was ass? It wasn't living up to the WWE standard.
Well, it also, I feel like it was it has like ebbs and flows. It feels like.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's flowing right now with Tekla as the world champion And a lot of people would be like, well, why not the more popular option in Tony Storm? Well, Tekla's pretty good. All right.
Well,
And
but
she's
also
leading the.
Tony Storm is injured or
She's
pregnant.
just taking time off. No, she's taking. Oh, I didn't know that.
I saw people thinking that she might be pregnant. Well, because there's rumors that she might not be able to wrestle for the rest of the year.
Oh, okay.
But if she's pregnant, obviously that would be something that will be very easy to spot. So
that's what, I don't think that.
I don't know. I just saw some people being like, maybe she's pregnant. I was like, I mean,
the internet is a crazy place.
Yeah, but I mean, there are rumors that she might not be able to wrestle for the rest of the year. I don't know. So
and who better to put the belt on than Tekla? Had the run in Japan in Stardom. She was in Stardom, and she's great. You have Chris Statlander, that feud, but the tag champs with Willow or they were the tag champs, but Willow and Harley Cameron, they were fantastic. And they just dropped the belt to Megan Bayne, who I was hyping up Kendall Gray about being the future. Megan Bayne is the future of AEW's women's division. She's a monster. She's a beast.
You know what? I'm kind of surprised that your Rosebud wasn't is Ronda Rousey talking about how she's not doing anything else in AEW.
Oh, that was that was like a part of it, but I was too busy thinking about my dude Josh Briggs. I was so hyped about that and him getting some TV time. Ronda's got enough television time and a big fight coming up and people talking about her. No one's talking about Josh Briggs except for the champ right here. I don't care. I to be honest, that is a Rosebud. That was a one-off.
I was gonna say it should be.
It absolutely should be. I'm not even mad or saying that it's stupid they brought her in. No, it was a great move. Great business move. And the fact that she's not gonna be fighting more and try to integrate her, that's great to me too, because they have a ton of other women that I'd much rather see fight for a championship over Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And I love Marina Shafir. That's someone else in the women's division who's elevating the women's division to another level. She's great. I don't want the Ronda stink to latch onto her. You know what I mean? Like, she's killing it. I don't want to. I have nothing.
Isn't she the reason that Ronda said she wanted to come in? Was to be like, I wanted to help her.
Yeah, like
okay, girl.
No, Marina has got Jon Moxley to help her. All right, you are in good hands with Jon Moxley.
Yeah,
but that's the other thing. We're gonna get Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay at a Dynasty. Like, come on, those are my two favorites in AEW. Oh man, but yeah, I should Meta. I should sign up for the AEW network because I would love to go back. I wish I had more time. I wish there was more time in the day that I could go back and watch old AEW pay-per-views, especially the old Kenny Omega matches. So,
yeah, in my opinion, Cody Randy night 2 main event. Yeah, I think Roman Punk is night 1. I don't know how you say it's not. Like, as of right now, the way that the feuds are going, I don't know how you argue that Roman Punk deserves to be the real main event of the entire weekend over Cody Randy. And I know the argument that I've seen people use for making Cody Randy the night 1 main event and Punk Roman night 2 is because of Roman. And you don't put Roman on night 1. It's like, what? That's not how this works, because there's been plenty of people who were a night 1 main event who very easily could be night 2, so like I don't think that's an argument. I think that this feud right now is just not living up to the one that's going on SmackDown. And if we're honest, the Undisputed Championship has been consistently the night 2 main event. Why would this year change?
The WWE Championship has. No, it has.
I am not going to take this offensively, Nike fan. I'm going to say that you said this with kindness because I don't want to be compared to Roman Reigns. Okay. But yeah, we haven't been too great at being consistent with both of our shows, but there's just been a lot going on. And hopefully, at least for the next few weeks, we should be able to do 2 times a week. But the NFL draft is coming up. So like, I won't be able to do the Thursday. When does the draft start, on Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know. So it'll depend. But I won't be able to do like the second show of the week. Like I won't be able to do this one that week because the draft will be on. But anyway, sorry, I just wanted to get to those quickly.
Oh man, fine with me. Talking about one pay-per-view, go on to another. Stand and Deliver. It is happening Easter weekend, actually. It's going to be on April 4th in St. Louis. Will not be during WrestleMania weekend this year. Because of that, a lot of people have some mixed thoughts about it. I've had some mixed thoughts about it. However, I do have a final stance on my excitement level. Sarah, I'd like to hear yours 1 to 10.
I would say like a 7. I think that there are
That's actually
like
where I was gonna go to. I was
yeah,
actually gonna go 7.
I think that there are some exciting like matches, you know, to look forward to. I mean, like Johnny Gargano is back. And I think that'll be fun to see. I think the women are also on par to have like really good matches. So I don't know. I think like if I were going to WrestleMania this year, like if we were going, I wouldn't be thrilled about this show being taken off of that weekend because
I would be pissed. I would be
yeah,
pissed, as you know. It was
yeah,
my
because
favorite.
we enjoyed it. It was like the highlight. Like even though watching WrestleMania, of course, is a highlight. It's like, but NXT, it's just so different that it was like it always stole the weekend. So like I would be disappointed, but I do think it's cool for them to like have their own weekend where they really are the focus and they're not kind of getting like pushed to the back because well, it's WrestleMania, so like everyone's caring about that.
Yeah.
So that I mean I do I think that that's cool for them. But I do I do, and I think that hopefully people will check it out because I think if they don't during the typical time that it's been during WrestleMania weekend, this is the perfect opportunity. Like there's no excuse for you to not watch it. Like it's just good. It's so good, and it shows you what the future of the company is going to look at. So why not check it out? Like that's how Obafemi was known, before he got to the main roster because people would watch and see what he was doing. There's so many good, talented people in NXT right now that like get on the bandwagon now.
I'm just thinking about one of my favorite Stand and Deliver matches, and I actually think it's one of my favorite matches of all time. Sticking on the theme of Josh Briggs, Stand and Deliver, Josh Briggs, Dijak, Obafemi might be one of my favorite matches I ever watched, and that was at Stand and Deliver. And it's one of those shows where you have a match like that, and all three of those guys go separate ways. But one of those guys is now Obafemi and taking on Brock Lesnar in his first pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Or PLE match is against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Like that's the type of thing you get to see at Stand and Deliver, and they have a lot more freedom. There's a lot more freedom that they can do, and it's cool to see that element of it. So I'm at a 7 too. I think the match card's going to be great. Currently, it seems like we're going to get, or what is the match card? I know that the NXT Women's Championship will be JC Jane versus the winner of Lola Vice, Kendall Gray. Hot take. I have a feeling it's going to be a triple threat.
Well, and then you have the NXT Championship with Joe Hendry, and that's a fatal 4-way.
That's what it's leading up to. I don't know if it was.
Oh, confirmed. I didn't know. I thought it was.
No.
I was going to say. I thought I saw the graphic for it.
No, it is. So you have that match. You have Miles Bourne versus Johnny Gargano, and I want to go in on a Johnny Gargano rant, but I want to finish this first. Sexy Red is to appear. I totally forgot about that. No. So Johnny Gargano fighting Miles Bourne. I was just like very here or there about the gauntlet match on Tuesday for who would be the number one contender. I was in the camp that Charlie Dempsey should win. It's great for the birthright continues, all that, yada, yada, great. And then when it was announced Johnny Gargano comes out with Candice LeRae and all this, and the way they did it is so unique. It didn't feel like it was recycled, or it didn't feel that it was Johnny Gargano coming down to NXT to, take the spotlight away. No,
Mm-hmm.
this is a continuing story that you are having on SmackDown, and now you can utilize NXT as a vehicle for that, so he can get his mojo back, because that's where Johnny Gargano became Johnny Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And on the kicker to all of this too is that it actually plays into the Danhausen curse,
Mm.
because he cursed her, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then Candice LeRae asked, "What's it gonna take?" He said $20. She's like, "Thanks, bye." And now his luck is
20 human
changed.
dollars.
$20 human, correct? $20 human. She gave him the $20 human, and now his luck is turned around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that type of storytelling that on the surface level wrestling fans are not going to understand, the common wrestling fan, because the common wrestling fan has struggle with reading comprehension. So
Oh, geez, Louise.
this is like, it's this type of thing I love to see. Oh, I talk about that now. Remy has something to say.
Yeah, she's.
Remy wants to stick out for the common wrestling fan in the IWC.
She's like, yeah, you're talking about me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, stick your tail at me. I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm trying to cover her butthole. It's very rude.
Oh yeah, no, we don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, yeah. It's gross, Rims. Just giving it away for free too. How dare you?
So rude. There's a site for that.
All right, Rims.
Oh, we got that. Let's have a fun little discussion here. What do we think the stipulation should be for Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre?
This is something that I think I have missed about Mania. Like, I'm not saying that, Mania's back in the day used to have stipulations galore or anything, but I hate that it's become like there's no stipulations at WrestleMania. They're all just straight wrestling matches. Like, I hate that, because I feel like they'll put together these random stipulations on a SmackDown in the middle of like June, and you're like, wait, why? Like, just for the hell of it. It's like, we're in Philly, let's do a Philly street match, and you're like, okay, like, why don't we have that happen with a feud at Mania? And I feel like this is a match that definitely calls for a stipulation. And if it were up to me, I would choose a Hell in a Cell. I want them to go like all out for this, because I think that they've gotten to that point. I mean, as we saw at the end of SmackDown last week, I mean, we might want to send our condolences to the Fatu and McIntyre family, because I don't know if those two are still alive. Okay.
I don't know if they got away. Yeah.
Yeah. They might still be in that parking lot. Maybe it's the infamous NXT parking lot and we just don't know. I don't know. But I think that from the way that this feud has escalated, it warrants a match like Hell in a Cell, and I feel like that would be so cool to see at WrestleMania.
I would like a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, and what a way for Jacob to really debut at Mania, and what a way for them to treat Drew, because I feel like they've really fucked over Drew over the past couple of years.
40 was tough. 40 was real tough.
Not even just that. Then he is a part of one of the best feuds in recent memory with CM Punk, and then they do absolutely nothing with him. They have him completely abandon the Bloodline Hunter character that seemed like he was going to go on, and then they just had him be a transitional champion because they just didn't want Cody to be champion when Roman won the Rumble. So I'm like, no, give him something that that he's going to absolutely kill at, and it would be Hell in a Cell.
I agree. I believe that we're gonna see some sort of hell, like that type of stipulation. I'm actually reading the comments here, and we'll get to the other ones that don't pertain to this after. Okay. But I like this. I like this as a last man standing. It's so simple.
Yeah.
There's a lot of freedom to go all out in violence.
Yeah.
And you don't need to worry about, there needs to be a pin or a submission, like just have the dude get knocked out. And it plays very well to the story that one of these dudes they're gonna kill each other.
Yeah.
Until one of them is not moving.
Well, and I guess, I no matter what, I if they do a stipulation like this, I really hope that they don't like ruin it by putting like
Mm-hmm.
a cap on time, because these types of matches require time. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't want it to be like, oh yeah, they got one of these and we're excited about the stipulation, and then we're like, wait, this ended like 10 minutes too soon. Like I don't want it to be like that. But a last man standing in a Hell in a Cell match like that requires time. So I would be down with either one of them. It seems like a last man standing might be more of what they'll want to do because it doesn't require them having to build a steel cage thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. I think that we're on the same wavelength. Like we believe that they need to have something like that. So hopefully they'll do it.
Do you know the only times that there's been a steel cage match at WrestleMania?
No.
WrestleMania 2, Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy, and Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman at
Oh.
WrestleMania 37.
Yeah, see,
37.
that's what I'm talking about though. Like this is a feud that that's how it needs, that's like the next progression in the
Mm-hmm.
story, so I that's why I hate when it's like they have these big matches at Mania and it'll be a feud that has been going on forever, or it's like super violent and then you're like, and then they just have a wrestling match. Like it feels like you're
Mm-hmm.
holding them back, and that's what this feels like if they don't do it.
Yeah, it is. It is. WrestleMania 28, 32, 39 all had Hell in a Cell matches. WrestleMania 24 also.
39 had a Hell in a Cell.
24 had a Hell in a Cell? 39 was Cope or Edge.
Oh, that's
Finn
right.
Balor.
Yeah, I forgot. I put that one
I
out of
can't
my
remember
brain.
24 though. I don't remember a Hell in a Cell at 24.
I blocked 39 from my brain. So
No, I don't think they had one at 24. I think you're wrong about 24. The other ones you're right, but I don't
I'm
think
going to
about
look.
that. The other comments, Nike fan, did y'all hear about the lady that sold 2.7 million and spent $350,000 on WWE tickets? Yes, I talked about it yesterday on the house show in the underground. That is the most insane story, and it's I mean hilarious to read, awful situation. Like that woman should face jail time because that is highway robbery done by wire fraud too. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah, that was a fucked up story.
He's saying 24 was Edge Undertaker. I'm not seeing that on the match card.
Edge Undertaker 24 was the main event, not a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah,
He's
I
thinking of
see
SummerSlam.
Edge. Oh, okay. Yeah, Edge lost by.
SummerSlam was their Hell in a Cell match, and at the end of it, Undertaker put him through the ring. The fire comes up, whole scene. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a singles match. Edge lost by submission.
In the main event.
Yes.
In the main event.
Yeah, I don't know that kind of stuff off the top of my head. So the Google machine is my friend.
Why do I think Johnny Gargano's transition from NXT hasn't hit in the main roster? I don't believe it hasn't hit. It's more situational and booking. When he was with Ciampa and DIY, it hit. They were great in the tag division. Everyone loved them. The problem with Gargano on the main roster is that Vince screwed the future in the main roster being, the land of the giants in stature and in star power, and Johnny Gargano has that star power in a little pond, unfortunately. And it's all about putting him in feuds that would legitimize him to eventually be in the conversation to be a champion at some point. Like look at Sami Zayn. He needs to have feuds for those mid card titles. Start right now with the North American. Maybe not win that. All right, go back to SmackDown. Well, Carmelo Hayes has that U.S. championship. Ilya Dragunov might have it, if they have a best of 7. So get comfortable with those guys so they can move up, and then he the crowd may be more receptive and cheering him on. Because the thing is, everyone loves Johnny Wrestling. Everyone loves Johnny Gargano, but
he's
there's so
another
many
one
people on
that's
their
like
roster.
Ilya and Carmelo, where like they don't, or even Javon right now is like people don't really react to them that much when they come out, but then once they start watching them wrestle and they put on a banger match, then they start to get a reaction.
Absolutely
So it
do.
feels like because they don't have a catchphrase, that's like what it feels like right now. It's like the fans aren't getting behind them because it's like, oh, well, they don't have a catchphrase that we can scream. So I'm not excited to see them come out, but I'm excited to watch them wrestle. You know, like I think that's what it is. And that's very frustrating for people like me who I'm like, I don't have to be able to chant ye or whoop that trick to enjoy watching someone in a wrestling match. You know, like I enjoy good wrestling. So, but I think that we're getting to a point where, yeah, it is like the easier it is for me to cheer for you, like the more likely, you know, the crowd is going to react. And I feel like it's just lame because like that's not what professional wrestling is. Like it's an aspect, but like the main thing that you're here for is the wrestling. So that should be the exciting part, not a, you know, a catchphrase that you can put on a t-shirt.
And he's better than
Because
that.
then if Gargano were to get released, people would be acting all pissed off and they'll be like, where the fuck were you?
Exactly. And then he's going to go to AEW, put on banger matches on Collision. And everyone's like, oh my God, WWE fumbled.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing they're doing with Ciampa. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Ciampa's been around and you guys did not care.
He's crushing it in AEW right now. I know he just lost the TNT championship, but I think of that as a good thing. Now we can see the Psycho Killer character really come out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I say. That's what I say. The Hall of Fame class is killing it this year. Absolutely killing it this year. I think it's so stacked. We have Stephanie McMahon, AJ Styles, Demolition, Dennis Rodman, and Psycho Sid, and then announced today, Bad News Brown. I believe this might be one of the more stacked Hall of Fame classes in the past that we've seen in the past few years. In a long time.
It definitely feels like they were leaning into putting people in this class that like are universally known. Because I think sometimes they'll have like a headliner or, you know, the two top people, and then the rest of them are people that are like from the 70s and the majority of the audience doesn't know who they are, so they don't respond very well. But this year it feels like they're definitely trying to take a different direction. And I just every time that we find out like who the Hall of Famers are going to be, I just hope that the crowd responds accordingly.
Yeah, so. that has been an issue. They are doing it after SmackDown.
Yeah, but aren't they doing it somewhere else? It's not like I don't think it's at the same place as SmackDown, or am I wrong? I thought it was like somewhere else this time.
I think it's at SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't love that then. I almost feel like it shouldn't be a fan event.
Oh, it shouldn't. I believe that it should not be a fan event. We were lucky to be there, and where people that would appreciate it being there. It was one of the things where they knew what they were doing, having Paul Heyman go first. And then after that, you had fans funnel out. You had what chants during Bull Nakano's speech, which could have been legitimate because we couldn't hear her. The mics were low. Yeah. But then you also have asshole fans that just want to disrespect people. So, I would like to see it be a ticketed event in the future.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. The people who want to go to the Hall of Fame are there at the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. And last up around the Wrestleverse, Bianca Belair is reportedly training for an in-ring return. Thank Christ.
Yeah, I think that other than the fact that she's been away for a year, I think most of us were hoping that she was going to be able to return in time to have a match at Mania. I was hoping that she would be able to have a match with Jade.
I thought she was going to be Jade's not partner.
Opponent.
Opponent.
Yeah. I'm hoping that she can get to a point where she can at least like come back, and maybe she can't wrestle right away, but we can get her back on screen. It would be nice if Jade retains at Mania, and then Bianca returns and is like, "Hey, bitch, don't forget about me," and then we get their feud, and then Bianca
Monday
obviously.
after Mania. That's
Yeah.
how we do it.
I think, and that's the thing. I know that picking Jade over Rhea isn't going to be popular, but I don't see why they would move Rhea to SmackDown. That seems like a silly move. And if Bianca is on her way back, she brings the star power to SmackDown that Rhea would be bringing. So, like, I feel we don't like it's fine. We don't need Rhea to be champion again right now. But
No,
Bianca could.
I don't need. I don't mind though. That's the thing. I don't need to see her, but maybe SmackDown would be a nice switch up for Rhea Ripley.
I mean, maybe, but I also feel like Jade deserves to have more time.
As champion.
Yeah, because I feel like they always screw these people over, like especially the women. Like, look at Stephanie Vaquer. Like, I think she should lose at Mania because I think Liv should win. But like, she's not had a good title reign. And the same thing happened with Tiffany before she dropped it to Jade. And then Jade, since she became champion, she's not had a good reign either. They just like give them the title and then forget about them. And so I feel like that's unfortunate because I feel they have a lot more potential and we're not seeing it. And then it's like, then when you feel like you could see it, they take the title off them.
Yeah. They become more transitional champions.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to them.
No. So I'm kind of hoping for Jade. I feel like I don't really care at the end of the day, but I feel like it would be nice if Jade retained and then we could see Jade versus Bianca. Like, I feel that would be a cool thing.
We need to see Jade versus Bianca. I agree with that. That needs to,
unless she interferes and makes sure Jade loses. I just don't know what the beef with Bianca would be with Jade. Like they didn't leave on bad terms. So I don't think she would return in that way. It feels like she would come back and be like, "Oh, you don't think you have any opponents? Well, here I am."
All right. Moving on to the 1, 2, 3 count. All right. First up, first fall. Sara, I did this last night.
Oh, Jesus.
I did this last night because I saw the video Cultaholic, I think, posted of the question being asked to Kyle Fletcher, how many members of the Don Callis family are there?
It. He's in it, right?
He's in it. Kyle Fletcher is in it. Yeah, you got one. So I took the challenge last night in the house show where I wanted to name all 15 confirmed members. And I was shocked at some, and because I forgot about some. Injuries have made me forget about some. I'm gonna let you know right now, it is crazy that we have this many people. Okay, so you got Kyle Fletcher.
Andrade.
You got Andrade.
And then I can't remember the guy's name, but the one that wears headgear.
That's the one I didn't get.
Okay.
I totally forgot Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
Was in. That's crazy. So, all right, you got those.
And then,
you said Fletcher and Andrade. You can get 2 more.
Really?
No, you could seriously get 2 more. Think of 2 of the biggest names in AEW.
Oh, the 2 biggest names. Well, Ospreay's not in there.
No. Like, think of New Japan.
Oh, not Takashita.
It is. That's one.
Okay. And yes, I know I'm saying his name wrong, guys. It's just a joke.
It's play the bit.
Yeah.
All right. Get the bit.
Another New Japan.
Probably one of the more.
Yeah.
Famous.
Yes. Why can't I think of his name now? Yeah.
Kenny Omega versus.
I know. The Rainmaker, right?
All right, you got it. You said the Rainmaker. That's his moniker.
Okay.
I'm giving you that.
Okay.
Okada,
yeah.
Okada.
I was so focused on Takashita that.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And they don't like each other, Okada and Takeshita.
Oh, interesting.
They don't. Yeah. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give you 5.
Sweet.
All right. So you got 5 out of 15. That's 1/3.
I wonder if you list the other ones, if I could have guessed. Probably not.
Well, I'm going to. I have him in this
Okay.
handy dandy notebook. So we got Rocky Romero, Asuka.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that one. He's a New Japan guy. Mark Davis,
No.
Jake Doyle, who you actually do know, but you don't know him as Jake Doyle. You know him as Jake something
Oh.
from TNA.
Yes, these are such funny names. They're like such normal sounding names, like but not a wrestling name. Like, hi, I'm Jack Doyle. Like, what the fuck?
Jake Doyle sounds like someone I went to elementary school with.
Yeah, that's not a wrestling name. What are we doing?
This is a wrestling name, El Clone.
Okay.
Which is what's his name? I forgot. It's his arch enemy or alter ego. I forget his name, but it doesn't matter right now. Trent Beretta.
Oh, okay. I know Trent Beretta.
Hechicero.
Okay.
Yo soy Hechicero. Lance Archer.
I know that name.
Brian Cage. Totally forgot Brian Cage.
I remember him.
And you definitely know this name. Wardlow.
Oh, yeah. He's injured.
I totally forgot about that last
night
when I did it. I got everyone except for Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Josh Alexander, and Wardlow.
I'm cool. It's cool that I got one you didn't get.
I'm a little butthurt about that. Not gonna lie. I'm like
the guy with the headgear.
the crazy Canadian.
Because I watched, isn't that when he joined? Wasn't that at Mania last year or something?
Holy shit! Yeah, no, we were watching.
That's why I remember.
There you go.
So
there you go. All right, and 2, Matt Cardona went on. But what do you want to talk about? Podcast with Cody Rhodes and talked about his top guys on the indie scene. He mentioned 2 names. I was shocked at this one. I thought he was going to say Alec Price being one of them. I'm not surprised he said Richard Holiday, because he's feuding with Karrion Kross on the indies. Karrion Kross has gone on the record and said that Richard Holiday has it. His mind for the business is, unmatched. So I'm not surprised by that. Ben Bishop was one that shocked me, and not in a hateful way, but more in a unknown. I've not watched anything that
I only know him from his skits on Twitter,
and they're hilarious. They're awesome.
That's all I know him for.
And that's what Matt Cardona was putting him over with, is that, his in-ring stuff is great. He's a giant. Like, you are what you are. But what he's doing is he's taking it to the next level and doing the cell phone promos, as he said. The gritty character work stuff you don't want to do when you're not booked on a show. He's taking full advantage of it. Same as Richard Holiday too, but Ben Bishop just doing it in a more, I would say, comedic way. He's not an asshole. And it was cool to see that, because I've been following Ben Bishop for a while. I actually had an interaction with him on Twitter, and I love everything he does. I've only seen him in one match, and it was the MLW Battle Riot. Like, I'm not counting that as a match where I can say, all right, let me show you what you got. I know he's feuded a little bit with one of our top guys here, the Victorious BRG. He has, feuded with him, and he said good things. I would like to see him at one of the indie shows I go to next. I would like to see him booked on one of those, whether it be Beyond, whether it be Limitless. I just would really like to see him booked on one of those shows. So, yeah. And then I got to give a gal, you got to shout out the women too. You're a woman.
I am,
so,
yeah.
Becca. Last you checked, good. I'm glad. Check every day, daily. Becca is someone that I've been following for a long time, and she travels the world. She's phenomenal. Her, a personal one, just because I see her a lot, Shayna Levangie in the New England scene. She's cool. Also a Massachusetts girl. So shout out to her. And then who was the other girl that I saw? I saw a lot of who am I thinking of in Maine? Oh, Nomi. The Nomi. Gabby Forza. Go check her out. She'll be getting signed soon. She went to Lodestone, actually. with Bailey, and I didn't know this either. This is another one. Livia, that's her name, Livia. She was at I want to call it Lodestone as well, and I didn't know that. And she's someone that I've been watching here. Unironically, she's booked on a lot of the indie shows that I go to. She also dates DJ Powers, who is another wrestler, and it's probably my favorite video I have saved right now from when I've gone to indie shows, because Marcus Mathers returned to Beyond Wrestling. I love him. He's part of the WWID program, so he's killing it. But he came back, and I was filming it, and the way the arena was set up, you're on the floor with them. So DJ Power slides out, playing the bit like, "Oh, look, don't attack me," all this. And I had the phone up. I'm like, "What do you think of Marcus Mathers? He's back. Did you want?" He's like, "I wanted the other guy." Like, he's really good in the crowd interaction. So DJ Power is a really good heel coming up. So I like him. And yeah, those are our top guys.
Remy has something to say.
Remy, what do you got to say, girl?
All right. She's a girl of few words.
I thought we were gonna get a noise. I really thought we were gonna.
She made it before she got to the microphone. Unfortunately,
she's a shy cat, a little fraidy cat. All right, and then to wrap it up. Who is Axe Strider? All right, this is our 2K nonsense segment of the week. Sarah, I mentioned the last time we hopped in here that WWE 2K26 is electric. It's awesome. I have dabbled in the My Rise mode. I'm actually going to go over to my comfy chair after this and continue to grind on it. The My Rise mode has given me the chance to create a new nonsense character, and his name is Axe Strider, the Archetyped. And I went with the full heel story. I went with the full heel story on this, and I'm a big fan of the My Rise story this year. It's been good so far. It's not as boring as the last one, or not the mutiny.
Gee, I wonder why was the last one boring? Did it have anything to do with the island?
No, that's different.
Oh, okay. Dang it. I was just hoping to pin something
I was if it was there, I was gonna let you have it, but the island and My Rise are two separate things. So My Rise is the career mode, standard career mode.
I thought it was like, okay. Fine, you know what? In my universe, it would be the same. So Roman sucks.
That's where we're at. We gotta make the bad gal. All right, we gotta make the bad gal again. Here's the thing: we're taking our time with 2K26. I want to unlock everything because I want my universe mode to be nonsense, but not Kermit the Frog, Elmo, and all of that. I only want to bring those people in when it makes sense to me.
Okay, that part's important to you when it makes sense to you.
Well, all right, put it this way: I'm not just gonna have Spider-Man and the Cookie Monster just fight in a random universe match. You know what I mean?
Why
I want it to. I want there to be some sort of connection. Maybe Axe Strider.
The future of cookies. Spider-Man wants to make sure that we don't run out of our world supply of cookies.
Yeah, and we gotta trust our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to do that.
Yes.
Because
he is a spider and he is a man. Did you ever see that episode of Friends where they were like, "Why is he not Spider-Man?"
Yeah, I do actually remember.
They were like, "Because he's a spider and he's a man." It's not like Goldman.
No, it's not a last name. His name's not Peter Spiderman.
That should be a name. Sorry,
I can make that.
Peter Spiderman.
Peter Spiderman is a good nonsense name. We'll table that. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about 2K26. Go get the game. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get out of this seat and go into another seat to play that until I fall asleep. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all we got this week for No Nights Off. Thank you guys for tuning in these past 2 days for all your wrestling content at the channel where we take no nights off. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification to know every time we go live. And also subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms at Patty Pitts on all of them, at PADDYPITTS, and at SMarshXO on Twitter. Follow No Nights Off TikTok as well, No Nights Off Show. And yeah, that's all I got. That's all we got today. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless. Remember, you can do it. All you gotta do is try.